Rolex is a luxury watch brand that has a history dating back over a century ago. The brand is valued at around $8 billion, making it one of the most successful and recognizable watch brands in the world. The story of Rolex begins with a teenage orphan named Hans Wilsdorf, who overcame many challenges to build an empire that has lasted for generations. Hans Wilsdorf was born on March 22, 1881, in Kulmbach, Germany. His family was well off and sold iron goods. However, tragedy struck when Hans was only 11 years old, and his mother passed away. The following year, his father also passed away, leaving Hans an orphan at the young age of 12. His uncle, who was the brother of his mother, sold the family business and sent all of his nephews to a boarding school. Although Hans did not like the arrangement, it made him self-reliant very early in life and played an important factor in his future success. When Hans left the boarding school, he went to Geneva, Switzerland, and worked as an apprentice in a pearl exporting company. Later, he was offered a job at Cordon, a high-quality watchmaking company. He quickly understood how the company exported millions of Swiss francs worth of watches to many parts of the world. After 2 years, Hans was enlisted into the army but left at the age of 22. He went to London and worked in another high-quality watch company for 2 years, where he met Florence Frances Maycrofty and married her. Hans always wanted to start a watchmaking company. He spoke to his brother-in-law, who quickly supported him with the capital. Hans realized that pocket watches were more reliable because they were bigger than wristwatches, allowing quality but bigger components to be incorporated. However, the larger size made it inconvenient to retrieve, as pocket watches are kept in the pocket. Thus, he started a wristwatch company in 1905. Hans was certain that the pocket watch would be replaced by the wristwatch. He traveled to many countries to learn and find the perfect wristwatch. He wanted a new name for his watches, one that was high class, catchy, easy to say, regardless of the languages, and must fit into the face of the watch. In 1908, he trademarked Rolex. In 1914, Rolex employed 60 people and headquartered in London. They won the first wristwatch chronometer rating from Switzerland and a Class A certificate of precision from London. The head office was relocated to Bienne, Switzerland, because of the high tax of 33%. Germans were not liked during the war, and the name Hans Wilsdorf was clearly German. In 1915, their original name, Wilsdorf and Davis Limited, was changed to Rolex Watch Corporation. In 1925, the famous 5-star crown was registered as its trademark logo, appearing on the dial of all their watches. We must succeed in making a watch case so tight that our movements will be permanently guaranteed against damage caused by dust, perspiration, water, heat, and cold. Only then will the perfect accuracy of the Rolex watch be secured, said Hans. In 1926, the first waterproof wristwatch in history, Rolex Oyster, was manufactured. This was revolutionary. Hans got to know that Mercedes Glatze was able to swim across the English Channel. He got her to do it again, wearing a Rolex Oyster, and at a colder temperature. Through his innovative marketing strategies, Hans put Rolex on the map. He famously placed a Rolex watch in a fishbowl in all of his sales displays and had top models wearing his timepieces. Even the legendary racer Malcolm Campbell refused payment for his Rolex advertisement, saying that only great marketing was needed to make a company successful. During World War II, exporting watches from Switzerland was challenging, but Rolex persevered. In 1944, Hans's wife passed away, and to commemorate her death, he started the Wilsdorf Foundation, a charitable organization. Shortly before his passing, he transferred 100% ownership of Rolex to the foundation, ensuring that Rolex would never go public, be sold, or pay any taxes. Talk about a philanthropic legacy. But let's talk about the watches themselves. In 1931, Rolex created the first ever waterproof and self-winding wristwatch, the Oyster Perpetual, which was a game-changer in the industry. Then, in 1953, they made waves with the Submariner, the first watch to reach a depth of 100 meters without getting dysfunctional. Today, Rolex remains the most recognizable brand in the world. It's a testament to Hans's passion for design and technical innovation that his legacy lives on in every person wearing a Rolex. So, next time you look down at your wrist and see that iconic crown, know that you're wearing a piece of history.